What's up, guys? Quarter Hoarder here. I'm back in the woods. Got another spot. I try to look around for spots, all winter long. Give me something to do. The ground's pretty cold. It's kind of frozen out in the grass, but back in the woods, hopefully I can get the shovel through the dirt. There were home sites all back in these woods 100 years ago. So got the machine, got the long handle shovel. See what we can find. So I'll be back on the first dig later. All right, so I'm out walking the woods. Like I said, it's pretty tricky. There's only about maybe 3 inches of snow on the ground. But my first find of the day, some sort of a cap to something. I'm not exactly sure yet. It came up really loud in the 90s, I think like 94, 95. I had a feeling it wasn't going to be great, but I wanted to see what it was. So I definitely know there was people around, and that's my main goal. So I'll keep going, see what else I can find, and I will be back and show it. All right, as I get back up to the original house, which is up here, I just got my best signal in the woods so far. Check this out. Right there with the head of my detector. Six inches down. 81. That's gonna be a coin. Let me set this up. We're gonna dig this one live. Hang on. Right about there. All right, we're gonna dig it. It's gonna be about 6 inches down. And it's coming up, like I said, a solid 81. Let's see if we got it. I see it. I see it, guys. Hang on, I'm gonna show it to you. Right, my finger is. Can you see that silvery edge right here? And there it is. It looks like it's going to be a mercury dime. Yep. Awesome. It sounded like a dime, and it was a dime. Now, there's a few key date mercury dimes, so I'm not going to rub on it. But that's what it is. Hold on, I'm going to clean this up, and I'll be back in 1 second. Hang on. All right, there it is. This one is from the 40s, 1941, so it's no key date or anything like that. But it is 90% silver, so that's a great find. I'm getting closer to the house. I'm going to go real slow and start listening. Like I said, this is about 6 inches down. It's a dime, so you know they're kind of small. So if you're not going slow, you're going to miss it. Let's keep rolling. All right, I'm back by this really large tree. I was swinging around. I heard a good signal. It was coming up around a 75, 76. I knew it wasn't going to be too deep. It was about 4 inches, so I dug down. I just got an Indian penny. It looks like it's 1903, and look how nice that is. Oh, my hand holding the camera is so cold, I can't feel my fingers. So, I'm sorry if it's shaky. Oh my goodness, it's cold. I don't know why I'm out here. Awesome find though. Oh, it's cold. I'm really underdressed too, but I'll totally take that. You're finding old pennies like that. I just don't want to leave. I'm just so cold. I'm gonna go for a little bit more and then I'm gonna get out of here. It looks like it's gonna be dark probably within the hour anyway. Let's keep going. I'm out in the woods. It is super bitter cold today. My fingers are freezing, but I just got this really cool giant piece to an old lantern. You see the wick would come up through here. I was looking at it before I got my camera on. You could see up here was the old screen. I'll clean it up later, but also on the knob, there's often a date. I will clean that off. There's usually a patent date on this knob. I'll show it when I get home. Super good find there. Love it. Definitely a house nearby, so I'll take it. Super cold. Let's keep going before I just totally freeze to death. All right, I got a good spot here. It was pretty rooty. It was hard to get down. Rooty, is that a word? I don't know, but a lot of roots around here. I finally got down and I got a suspender clip. And I found some of these before, so I don't want to ruin it. But it has these two prongs down here. You can see some fancy up here. Very cool. Suspender clips means people, and that's what I like to find. So I'm hoping I get some more of these things. Ah, that's really nice. One of the prettier ones I've gotten. I'll clean this up. I'll show at the end. There's another mason jar lid. Has the porcelain intact, and look, not even a dent on it. Might be one of the prettiest ones I've ever found. It does have writing on the porcelain. Usually it says something like Genuine Boyd's Cap. I think that's what it says. Mason jar at the bottom. Very cool. I'll check around in case there's anything in it, but I'm not getting any other signals that I know of, but I'm going to try. So, cool find. All right, I'm still marching back, and I got a pretty good signal here under the snow. You can listen to this one. Right there. About 4 inches down. High 60s. On top of the ground or under the ground? Nope, it's under the ground. That's good. Alright, let's dig this up. I'll be back in a second. Alright, well I finally got it out. It was pretty soft soil here, so it was easy digging. And it's a spoon bowl. But look at the design on it. It's got a rounded scallop sort of edge. It's very thin. It is broken up here on the handle. There's some writing on it. Oh, there's some writing on it. Hang on a second. Let me clean this up. Hang on. Well, there it is. It says Lowney. I think it says Lowney. W-L-O-W-N-E-Y. I don't know what the heck Lowney is. Very cool. Like I said, it's super, super light and very thin. But hey, great find. I did find part of the home site over there. I found a lot of iron. I was getting a lot of signals. That's where I got the spoon. So I think it's over there. I just can't see. There's snow all over the ground. I'm tripping over roots and ivy and thorns. So I'll have to come back when the snow's melted. But I GPS that coordinate. I'm gonna push over this way, see what else might be in these woods, and if not, I'm gonna get out of here. It's cold. So hopefully I'll be back, guys. I just got this piece. Again, you can see all the roots. Not easy digging. I thought it might have just been junk, and it still might be junk. But it looks like it could be a button of some sort. You can see up at the top up there. Looks like it could be some sort of a button. I'm going to clean it up later when I get home. A little bit better than I'm going to do here. But it rang up in the high 60s, and there's iron on this side. So, all right, I'll clean it up. Could be some sort of a cuff button or something. I don't know. All right, let's keep going. What a great little find this is. Look at that tiny little spoon bowl. Probably like maybe a sugar spoon. This came up, it was bouncing in the high 50s into the mid 60s. It was about maybe 3 or 4 inches down by this tree. It looks like it's going to be all copper. And my gloves are all muddy. I'm not going to be able to tell if there's any writing on the back. I'm sure there probably is. But what an awesome tiny little bowl that is. Maybe a baby spoon. I was getting another signal over here somewhere too. I'm going to try to find that too. Awesome. Totally love that. I can't wait to clean it up. I've been walking for a while. I saw some rubble up there. Not a lot of it. The ground was really hard. It was hard to get down even 2 inches or so. So I'm working back this way. I know it doesn't look like much, but believe me, there was a lot of houses back here, 150 years ago. So I'm just gonna march straight back. It's gonna be hard to get through there. There's not a lot of trails left over, but I know there's stuff back there. So I'm gonna roll the dice. I like walking in the woods. It's relaxing. It's a nice day. There's snow on the ground, but it doesn't really bother me. I finally heard a higher tone. I just pulled out this giant reed. Now this looks like a reed to, I don't know, it's big. I don't play a lot of instruments, but look at the size of it. There's 2 reed holes in there. There's one of the reeds there broken off. I don't know, it's a big sucker. These are usually made out of brass. I don't know what kind of instrument this would go to though. Some sort of a wind instrument. But that's a good sign. Is that writing up there? I don't think so. Alright. It's been a slow and few and far between with the finds today. But I'm going to keep marching on, see what we can find. Now I got another reed plate. This one was down much deeper. This was probably like 6 inches down. Came up in the 70s. This looks like a harmonica. Small, but could be broken. Only one of them. But at least there's definitely a house around here. Or a bunch of musicians hung out. One of the two. Let's keep looking. Alright guys, right near this little baby tree here. It's like a little evergreen or something, I don't know. But I had a good signal right next to it. Look at that. It's a collar disc. It's upside down, I'm sorry, my hands are cold. It's a US collar disc. You can see the back. It's a screw back. Oh man, that is a great find. I'll clean that all up later. Those are usually brass. There might be some small faint markings on the top that I could kind of figure out if it's World War I or World War II. But that is a beauty. It would go right up on the collar of the uniform. And a lot of times if it has an insignia, it might tell you, what specialty they had, what branch. Sometimes they're plain, I don't know. Super stellar find there. Oh, I wish it wasn't so cold. But I know this area where I'm at, and I'll come back and I'll come all back around here again later. But my ears are about to fall off, they're so cold. One of my best finds out here today. Awesome little collar disc. Like I said, it would go right up here on the uniform of the officer or the enlisted man. What a beauty. All right, let's get out of here, I'm freezing. All right, I got a decent one here, guys. I'm back in this, I don't even know. I just kind of walk. Luckily, you can kind of follow your footprints back out. But I got one right here. You can hear that high tone. Somewhere around there. Right about there. I'm gonna dig it, so I'll be back in a second and see what it is. I had a good signal. This one was in the 60s. I thought it might be a shotgun shell because I could tell it was small. It's an old ball button. You can see up at the top. There it is. That hole goes all the way through. It's a button you would thread through. It's a copper ball. Sometimes they're bells. I don't know if there's anything in it. It's not ringing today. But like I said, this is probably going to be all brass. Little ball button. You can see the size of my hand. It's probably the circumference of maybe a nickel. Awesome. That is a beautiful piece there. I have a couple of them at home in my collection. Some a little smaller, some a little bigger. Awesome, awesome piece. All right, let's keep going. All right, I'm still marching down by these trails. It's bitter cold, but I just pulled another Indian penny. This one is 1906, I think. I can't quite read it. The back's not too good yet. But I think it's 1906. Second Indian penny of the day. Awesome. This one was only about maybe 5 inches deep, if that. Maybe 6 inches deep. I'm not sure. But I'll totally take it. Awesome. All right, it's time to go. It's getting dark and I'm pretty far back in the woods, so I'll catch you guys at the wrap up. All right, later. All right, it is freezing cold again today. There's snow everywhere. It is 8 degrees outside, so I'm gonna try to do this quick. These are my interesting things. I had a lot of garbage as always. I had 2 of these, different sizes. They're bent. They have a square hole in the middle of both of them. I don't know what the heck they were. I'm gonna call them a giant shoehorn. Some just pieces of metal, some rings. You always find rings. That should be down there. Little cap, rings. The hatchet head, which is kind of cool. I might clean that up. This piece, I don't know what the heck this is too. Interesting little doodad. Not really sure. The spoon bowl, a little brass reed to something. I don't know. It's a big sucker. The all brass lantern top. I did get a year off there. It said like 1880 something, I think. Now, just because it says 1880, of course, it wasn't made in 1880, but awesome piece there. Giant little spike, nail, whatever you want to call it. It's a big guy. Harmonica reed. This little thing, I think it's a, I don't know if it's a button or I don't know what the heck it is. Just thought it was cool. It's like a dreidel. This is a parasol part, you know, like an umbrella parasol. Some lead shot. A whole bunch of shotgun shells. I had even more than this. Shotgun shells are the nickels of the woods. They come up in that mid-tone. You just got to dig them because you never know, and you just get so many shotgun shells. Down here I got the one mason jar lid with the porcelain inside. These are my favorite finds down here too. This little baby spoon, which is an awesome, awesome piece. It does have writing on the underside, but I cannot read what it says. It's so tiny. Really cool though. I love it. And then this one, it's a shame it's broken. It's just a spoon bowl. It says Lowney. Don't know. That's also all brass. I got the one suspender clip, which is a beautiful suspender clip. I have one inside somewhere very similar. I might put them right next to it. The ball button, which is also another beauty. The collar disc, the US collar disc. There was no other markings on there. It's got U period, S period. Threaded bottom, doesn't have the piece, of course. And then the few coins I got today, I got 5 wheats. They're all from the 20s and 30s. They're gonna be hard to read the dates. I didn't clean them yet. I got 2 Indians, 1903 and 1906, I believe. And then the 1 Mercury dime, 1943. And you know, that was the find. It is so cold. If I could show you my phone, it is 8 degrees today, 8. When I was out in the hunt, it was like 15 degrees, so at least that was a little warmer. The ground in the yards are totally frozen, so my door knocking is done until the spring. It's like trying to put your shovel into a granite rock. You can't get down 1 inch. In the woods, it's still easy digging because there's so many pine needles and leaves on the ground. It acts like an insulator. So, and then the ground's real sandy soil. So I can still dig in the woods, and that's where I'll be until spring, it looks like. Unless I get lucky and the farms are soft enough. You never know. A lot of those are frozen over too. But we'll see how it goes. Hey, good luck, everybody. I appreciate you watching. Happy hunting. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.